Hey Tigers! We know you're anticipating those hot summer months, but first, welcome back to our final broadcast of the 2021-2022 school year. I'm Bea Valenzuela.
And I'm Kat Omak.
Here's a story in the making. For the past several years, Paso High has been anticipating the opening of the new Fine Arts building. This building includes more than enough space for our creative organizations at Paso High to create. Here's Paula Kish and Camille Davis with more on the story.
Hello, my name is Camille Davis. And I'm Paula Kish. And we're standing inside of the new Fine Arts building here at El Paso High School. The building has been in construction since 2020, and it finally opened to students and classes on Tuesday, May 17th, 2022.
It's a new place to finally show my creativity. I'm actually able to work with other students and actually be able to make big paintings without being super cramped. So if anything, it's just like a better place to get inspiration from.
The Fine Arts of El Paso High now have a dedicated building to activities such as orchestra, band, choir, and many others.
I've been in orchestra all 3 years prior to this one. And so it's something special to me, to have a new facility to work in. We have new equipment, so we have nicer chairs and stands, as well as more space and practice rooms.
This building is beneficial to many because it offers a new creative space for students to learn, create art and music, and much more.
It's a really cool experience. Hopefully it'll enhance our academics with like a new environment to be around and a new working space.
We look forward to this new addition to our school and how it helps shape the success of many students to come.
I'm Camille Davis.
And I'm Paula Kish.
And we're with EPHS Tiger News.
Speaking of the arts, dance put on their last recital of the year. This included the Tigerettes, senior dances, and much more. Lillian and Laisha have more on the story.
Definitely bittersweet. It's been a long journey, but I think my last one was definitely one of the most funnest ones I've had. I started dancing when I was 5, and I did more folk dancing in Bangladesh. I wanted to go back to my roots and just talk about that and represent that on stage.
I was very excited about the performances, but I was also a little bit sad just because it feels like something's ending.
I think it went pretty well. I'm really proud of everybody. It was really stressful at first, but just having it over, it's just like a weight is off our shoulders. I'm like actually very happy with how it turned out. Samir and I worked really hard on it. It was kind of like a continuation of the duet that we did last year, but it was more of a just how we're always going to be there for each other.
I feel like we were under a lot of stress because we don't really have a teacher for folklorico. We do everything, especially because we were finishing our costumes like 5 minutes before the presentation started. But I feel like overall it went very well. I was happy with the results. The dances from the folklorico class, which El Son de la Negra y Mi Tierra, have been practicing those since the beginning of the year. La Madrugada, because it was like my senior solo with this other girl. Since we've been here since freshman year, so me and my friend really wanted a solo, and so we were like, you know what, let's do it.
I danced 2 dances. I danced El Sol de la Negra y Los Almudes. I thought it was really nerve-wracking at first, but honestly I enjoyed dancing it.
It did well. A lot of the kids responded very good to it. They were excited. I know it was very chaotic, which is something that they were all like, oh my god, it was the craziness. But part of recital, I feel like they were really proud. I don't know, I'm really proud of them just because I was half gone and then they still advanced, even with me just telling them by words, hey, you're gonna do this. And then when I came back, it was just like shot back up even more. So it's just like their technique, their performance, their attitude, everything is it's wonderful to see. In total, all of them were about 27 dances. They were just regular routines like hip hop, jazz, lyrical.
Reporting for EPHS Tiger News, this is Bea Valenzuela.
Dancing into the summer season, Paula Kish and Camille Davis have our weather forecast for this upcoming graduation. And a reminder to all seniors, graduation is June 3rd at 7 p.m.
For many seniors, graduation is right around the corner. The weather for that weekend is going to be pretty hot with a high of 90 on June 3rd. Seniors, please remember the dress code. Girls, no heels of any kind, and boys, please wear dress shoes. The ceremony is formal, so dress to impress.
As we say goodbye to some of our seniors, we welcome the new ones as EPHS football showcases their new teams for the 2022 to 2023 school year. Here are Jasmine and Gabby with more on the story.
Hello Tigers, this is Gabriela Pulido reporting for EPHS Tiger News. Football has become a year-round sport as the Tigers participate in their 2nd annual Orange and Black Spring Football game. Here's what some of the participants had to say about the game.
To build up chemistry with my teammates, see where we're at as a team, and see what we need to work on for the summer. A lot of expectations. We're hoping to bring together what the orange and black, how we both did in the game, and make a super team for next year. It showed me what I need to work on as an individual, character-wise, player-wise, and it showed me how to communicate better with my teammates, see where they're at, and help them out, be a leader for this team.
It's just a fun game where we can hit people, but it's mostly just fun, you know, like for fun. I feel like we're gonna do good because we bonded and we have good chemistry, and even though we were playing against each other, I feel like us combined can be even better, so we're gonna look better than how we looked in the spring game. I feel like it just gave me a chance to get better and improve my game.
The black team outscored Orange 27-17 in a game filled with many hits and big plays. Reporting for EPHS Tiger News, this is Gabriela Pulido.
Keeping the competitive spirit alive, for the first time since 2019, the seniors and faculty duke it out on the volleyball courts. Here's more on the story. This year's annual faculty versus seniors volleyball game left the seniors with much more to be desired after only losing in 2 sets. Let's hear what the seniors had to say about that.
We did alright, I guess. I think that we could have won if we went to 25, but everybody was nervous, and I mean, it was the first time most of those people have played, like, I've never played volleyball before, so it was the first time any of us done it, and we were all pretty nervous, but I think we could have won if we played a little bit longer.
I didn't get to play that much. I was kind of pissed off about it. You can ask anybody. I was not happy, but I think that I did good for the time I played. I think that if I would have played longer, we could have done a little bit better. But I'm really tall, I can jump high, and I'm pretty athletic, so it was more like just letting athletic instinct take over and just like playing and not wanting to lose. But we still lost, so it is what it is.
We definitely tried. We weren't the best, you know, but like we didn't have a lot of practices, so I feel like we all tried our best. But with more time and more practice, I definitely think we could have done better. And like a lot of the practices, a lot of people wouldn't go or they had other things to do, so I think that also contributed to it. Strengths, definitely, we had a lot of tall guys, so it was like a lot of like blocking, a lot of hitting. And then our weaknesses were definitely defense, that we weren't very good at defense. But, yeah. Skill-wise, passing and serving. Yeah. We didn't talk a lot, so it was like hard to like say who had the ball and like who was doing what. But I think it was like more like nerves, a lot, like everyone was kind of nervous.
We did very, very bad. Second set, we did have a little lead, but then we lost it. Yeah, we could have done better. These strengths were our hitters, because we were all like 6 feet and like tall. And then our weaknesses were like the people that receive. I struggled with like showing up to practice and I don't know, communication with the team. We want that rematch. We want that rematch.
If only they had more time. Let's see what the faculty had to say about their win.
Volleyball, I feel like we played tremendously well. You know, we won, they lost. That's all I could ask for. Coach did a really good job of, you know, changing everybody out, making sure everybody was in position to play well.
You know, we had some great players. Jones brought a lot of excitement. Renteria brought a lot of consistency. My strength is my height, obviously. Don't even have to jump very tall to very high to get over the net. Just, it's been a while since I played organized volleyball, so it definitely took a second to kind of get my bearings and stuff, but we practiced on Wednesday. I was feeling pretty confident, and I used to play some beach volleyball up in Chicago, so it was good to just get back into it. Understanding where the shifts were going to happen in the movement and just kind of staying in my space, not getting in anyone's way, because I'm no star, so just trying to just stay in my space and be ready when the ball came to me. But with my block at the net, I had my eyes closed, so I didn't know what happened, so I just had to look at the ref, and then we scored, and yeah, it was great.
We played well, because we won. I think we did pretty good for a bunch of old people. We had a lot of really tall guys on our team, which was super helpful, and Miss Serna was awesome with her serves. I don't know, I just yelled at people and told them where to go. Struggles, I don't think we had any, because we won and beat the seniors.
We're undefeated.
1, 2, 3, undefeated!
Lastly, let's congratulate both teams on their hard work.
Lastly, we commemorate some seniors in allowing them to give a word of advice to the next generation of Tigers. With the complete story, here's Gala, Estella, and Brock.
Hello, my name is Stella Fuentes, and we went to go ask our EPHS seniors their favorite moments at the school, what they learned, and what advice they could give incoming students. Go ahead and take a look.
Kat and Camille give us their thoughts on what they learned in high school.
Well, enjoy it. You're a teenager only once, and something that I wish I could go back and tell myself is just don't worry at all. Just have fun and live. It's life, you know, things happen.
The thing I learned most was probably leadership. I was able to be a captain of the swim team this year, and that really prepared me for future leadership roles.
Alejandra, Callista, and Orion tells us what their favorite year was in high school.
Freshman and sophomore year were really fun, but then sophomore year got cut short. But also, like, you're still like young, you're like 14, 15, 16, so you don't really get to like do as much. And then by junior year we were like online for COVID, and I did have a lot of fun with like friends when I could see them, but since we were like online most of the time, I like couldn't really spend that much time with them.
I'd say freshman year was my favorite year, just because I was really new to everything. It was a completely new horizon.
I've had the most fun my senior year, mostly because I've been able to enjoy like my final moments with my friends and just to really savor my final moments here at El Paso High.
Alejandra and Steve share their thoughts on the most challenging task as being a senior.
I'd say the most struggling task as a senior is to stay motivated, because as the year ends you get kind of tired of all your classwork, but it's important to keep up your grades and just to continue that work effort.
There's always somebody that's not going to like you or the things you do, and so just make the best of your years in high school. I know, especially a new incoming teen, you're going to be scared how other people view you, what you do, the clothes you wear, what you're into, but it honestly doesn't matter.
Lastly, we have Steve and Orion that gives us advice about being in high school.
Everybody has their own life and everybody's scared in the same way, so you might as well just make the best out of it.
Don't take everything so seriously. Kind of have fun with life. Don't stress yourself out too much.
That's it for our El Paso High seniors. We would like to congratulate the class of 2022. Back to you.
Thank our fellow teachers and staff, along with all of our peers, for a great school year.
We would also like to congratulate the class of 2022 on their upcoming graduation. As a senior, what do you have to say on your final broadcast?
On my final broadcast, I just want to wish everybody a great next school year for all of those incoming Tigers and the Tigers that are here. Just, you know, don't worry, live your life. Everything will work out great. Thank you, El Paso High.
See you next year, Tigers.